Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tyanices, and today we are continuing Virtue's Last Reward. But first, we're going to go back to something we did about 5 weeks ago. See, then we were just brand new into the first week of the 2024 spring anime season. So we kind of looked at everything, kind of based around first episodes, what we liked, what we didn't like, what we were excited for, what we weren't. Well, now we're 5 weeks in. We've got a pretty good foundation of what each show is looking like it's going to be. So let's revisit, let's go through, let's relist, and see where our feelings lie now. I, of course, will be doing one at the end of the season as well, a final list of my favorites of this season, but it's been a pretty good one so far, so we're going to start with that. Then we've got another new path in Virtue's Last Reward, because once again, we are 15 hours into that game and we do not have a single definitive ending that we have reached yet. So here's hoping we'll eventually get there. Anyway, here we are. We're going to try and run through this as quickly as humanly possible. Firstly, because the setlist only has 45 minutes to it. But also, we know what most of these are. We know what they were going to be, what they can be, and what they will be. So, without further ado, I was reincarnated as the 7th prince so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability. It is honestly still sitting at an A. It is still really twisted, and the main character is really fucked up. I like him a lot. I'm not huge on the supporting cast. There's a lot of harem bullshit that's happening. But the main character, I really quite like. It's been fun to watch every week. It's been exciting every week. It's still going pretty strong, so it's still sitting in an A. Studio apartment, good lighting, angel included. I'm going to give it a low B. Probably high C, low B. It's fine. It's fine. It's exactly what you expect. It is very cute. Once again, I really like the protagonist on this one. He seems genuine. He's trying to do all the right things for all the right reasons, and no one's really he hasn't really been weird about anything yet, which is really nice through 5 episodes. Usually at some point you start to see like something click, and something really cool happen at the end of the 5th. That seems to show the escalation of the show and where it's going. May, welcome back. Hello. So yeah, really liking that. Archdemon's Dilemma, How to Love Your Elf Bride. I rated this lower last time. It's coming up. I think we can actually look. I have it. Where did I put this last time? I put it in C. So I'm bringing it up to a B. I greatly underestimated how cool this show could be. It's got some really great characters. It's a super simple premise. It's not really going to get much higher than that. I don't see it getting much higher than that unless some absolutely ridiculous shit happens. But it's good. It is good. The relationship between the two is great. He's already an archdemon. We are not wasting time here, which honestly is a factor for a lot of my ratings. If I have to wait too long for anything to happen, woo! No, we're coming right in here. Enjoying it. No worries. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. As a reincarnated aristocrat, I'll use my appraisal skill to rise in the world. I think I gave it an A last time. It's gonna come in B. It's still been fine. It's still been good. It hasn't been great. The first 2 episodes were so exciting and so cool, and it really builds you into this world. And that world was super cool, and I really liked it. And then it's just been kind of more of the same. A really good episode this week. Really heartfelt episode this week, but it seems like that's going to be the entire thing. I also forgot we need to add categories. What am I doing? Add row below, add row below, add row below. Dropped. Of course. Haven't watched. Uh-oh. Actually, I don't need to. I still do need exactly 1. Not out yet. Same for the tier list? Hell yeah. Oh, put that back here. Pink. What colors did I make this? Hey, pink, blue, purple. Let's have consistency. Hell yeah. Okay. Astronaut. This has been, I gave it an S as the start, and I do believe it is still very good. But that shock of the first episode is over, and the first two, there are still some unbelievable moments. The characters are incredible. But when I look at what else I have in S for this season, it's not comparable. It is fabulous. The characters are fun. The art style is great. We're still introducing new characters, which is super fun. They're all weird, and they're all delightfully weird. So I'm still really, really liking it, but, you know, just down to an A. The banished former hero lives as he pleases. I still haven't watched. I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna. Bartender. It was one of my top ones last time. It's still fine. It's still good, but I'm starting to lose a bit of the charm. It's a great relaxing show. The characters are nice. I'm starting to get a little old of the shtick of someone coming in and he makes them a drink and it saves their life. I understand that's the whole point of the show. But it's like, cool, we're doing this again. So it's still well written. It still looks great, but it's a B. It's a B. Black Butler. Haven't watched. Blue Archive the animation. A lot of people really like this, and I'll give them the credit. It's animated very well. The story is very cool. The characters are good. I'm just not into it. It's not my thing. I can understand why people would throw it all the way up to A. I can understand why some people would put it in S. If that's your shit, cool. It's not mine. It's been fine. I haven't dropped it yet. It's still holding on. But yeah. Chilling in Another World with a level 2 super cheat power. It's also going in C. It's fine. Again, it's fine. It's I'm getting real tired of her. I really don't like a lot of characters that I don't like the slave stories. Naturally. And I don't like constantly hearing and this is going to sound contradictory because it happens in both these two shows. When the lovingly calling someone master, I don't know, it irks me. I'm not here for it. It's not my thing. But if I'm looking between these two shows, I'd rather watch this one than this one. And that's where I am. A Condition Called Love. I dropped it. I lasted 4 episodes, but I'm done. I don't like the guy. I hope the best for her. She's a sweet little cinnamon roll, and she's lovely, but is there any music playing right now? Nope. Yeah, she's a sweet little cinnamon roll, and she's great, but I don't like him, and it's really hard to get in a romance when you don't like 50% of the romance. So I dropped it. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum. Date Alive. Haven't watched. Demon Slayer is the only one not out yet. Duke of Death and His Maid. Never watched. Sound Euphonium. Never watched. Girls Band Cry. Still S, baby. Still S. This may be my favorite of the season. It is so unbelievably good. Which is incredible to say, given that it doesn't actually have legitimate English translation. So you're getting, at least what I'm getting is the machine translated ones. And luckily I've been learning a bit of Japanese. So there's certain words I can pick up and go, okay, that's where that sentence was supposed to be, and I can context clues most of it. So that's the only thing that does bring it down. However, the animation itself, the characters, the story, where it's all going, unreal. Big fan. And above all else, it has the greatest opening of the season. That song goes so fucking hard. It goes so hard. I listen to it regularly. It is so good. And every song that they've dropped through the show since then, or since the start, has also been very good. I'm loving it. I love it. Can't get enough. What else we got? I'm looking at the list, even though I can clearly see what it is. God's Game We Play. Yeah, you're right. It's fine. Everyone was right. It's okay. It's okay. It's not catching my attention anymore. There's still some really cool scenes. You know, I'm looking up here, and this belongs down here. This belongs down here. There's some really cool scenes. I actually like the characters, but yeah, you're gonna get 500 of these a year, and this one is just pretty good at it. Next. Oh, Grandpa and Grandpa Turn Young again. We know from the last time that I had dropped that shit. Same with High Speed Etoile. Yeah, I never gave that a second shot. I never did. Idolmaster, and didn't watch it. Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night. Guess what? Music anime on top this year. Music anime on top. And I know from everyone else I know that's watching through this season, or this spring season, that had I also decided to go through all of Sound Euphonium, it would also be up there, because music anime on top. Yeah, it's great. It's fucking awesome. The characters are unreal. I really like the art style in this one. Jellyfish is on High Dive. Or, you know, you can just 9 anime like everyone else. It's there. Yeah, I fucking love this one. I love all the characters, especially now that they've introduced the core of who Jelly is now. And in the most recent episode, we really got to delve into some backstory, which is great. All of them are wonderful. All of them are cute. All of them are grappling with old parts of themselves that they're trying to reflect, learn, and grow on. It's a really great story. The music's fun. I like that at the end of every episode, it's the music video of the thing they worked on that week. I really like that. That's super fun. Paying for a new subscription? High Dive's great. what did I get from that? Obviously, Dangers in My Heart. That was an exclusive. Helk was an exclusive. That was great. Call in the Night. Is that what it is? Vexations of a shut-in vampire princess. Don't sleep on that one. That one's actually really fun. High Dive's got some great shows. It's got both Jellyfish and another one we will talk about. Mushoku Tensei. This has been a really refreshing season of Mushoku Tensei. Everyone thought the start of the school arc, Eminence Shadow is on there. You're right. Everyone thought the start of the school arc was slow. Oh, baby. But this is where I live. This is where I like to live, especially in fantasy and especially in isekai. That slow character building, just nice storytelling. I love these bits. So this is all for me. There's nothing crazy happening yet. We got to see some old characters. We got reunited with some characters. I've been having a blast with it. I really like it. Kaiju number 8. It's too early to tell. The action's been cool. The story's been cool. I really like the characters. There's some little bits about the art style that I'm not huge on. That's not really animation, that's pure art style. There's some characters I look at and I go, I don't like the look of that. But I see where it's going, and if it goes the way that I see it going, because again, I never read the manga or the web novel or whatever it is. I don't read, but if it's going where I think it's going, it'll probably end in a high A for the end of the season. But right now we're still getting our legs here. They clearly expect this to have a long run, multiple seasons, multiple cours. So they're taking their time in the build-up, and that's great. If the payoff is good. If everything pays off the way it should, this is going to be excellent. But we're not there yet, so it's right now a B. Konosuba has been honestly okay this season. The first episode was fantastic. It had all my favorite jokes. And since then, it's just been good. Been good. It's all the characters that you know and love. It's all the stylings you know and love, and all the jokes you know and love. But nothing's really happening yet. And we're a few weeks in, so I'm just waiting for something to happen. I think we're there. We made a big grand declarations of stuff. So we're going to see some cool stuff and some rambunctiousness and shenaniganery. So I'm stoked for that, and I can't wait for that. As someone who's read the first 6 volumes of Kaiju, didn't really like the first volume, later volumes have cool fights. Excellent. That's what I'm hoping for. Laid Back Camp. It's a fucking A-tier show. It's an A-tier show. So here's, again, hypocrisy. Everything that I don't like about seeing the same stuff sometimes, or here, or, you know, all that fun stuff. All the shows that are showing me the same old, don't do it like Laid Back Camp does. It's what I want. I go in every week. And I go, the girls going camping, and guess what? The girls go camping. Every time. Every time they do. Or they're in the middle of camping, or they're on their way to camping. And they have a cute little moments where they learn stuff about the areas they're in, and they go on adventures, and it's perfect. It's exactly what I want, and I get all of it. Love that show. Konosuba's on Crunchy. Go Loser Ranger has been a lot better. Great world building in the first episode. Really great world building in the first episode. But I didn't quite see where it wanted to go. Now I know where it wants to go. I know the players. I know who's in. I know who's out. And I fucking love it. It's a ton of fun. I don't really know what else to say. Everything I could say about the show spoils what's happening in the show. And if you've not been watching, that's on Disney. Do it. It's a super fun little one. Nice and simple. What do we got? A regular at Magical High School? Nope. Misfit at Demon King Academy? Negative. My Hero Academia? Still no. Mysterious Disappearances. Last time I called this Mysteries Maidens and Mysterious Disappearances because that's what all the anime sites, My Anime List and AniList and all that, that's what it said the English name was, but on Crunchyroll it's just Mysterious Disappearances, which we did not get to talk about last time because it was not out. This is fun. This is really fun. Goods and bads. And the goods outweigh the bads. For me. The creepiness is creepy. It's supposed to be this supernatural horror thriller thing. And it's very effective in it. Very effective in it. The writing is really cool. I really like the stories that are being told. I love the creepy ass brother with the creepy ass sister. They're great. The fan service is a bit much. It's a bit much. to the point where it takes away from how fucking creepy it is at times. I understand that the entire purpose of the main character and who they are is that they have just massive poop. Just humongous. And I understand the appeal of that. Sure. But it's a lot. And it does distract from the story at times when I wish it didn't. Because it goes from being really creepy and then you're just like, fucking stop. Ah! Some people love it. That's not for me. It's a B. It would be an A if it didn't have all the fan service. What do we got? Where the hell am I? Newgate. Didn't watch. Oblivion Battery. I think I'm done. I think I'm done with it. I watched right after this. I'm making this decision live. I think I'm done with it. It's animated beautifully. It's a sports anime, so it's going to go exactly the way you expect a sports anime to go, except the big catch is that this fluffy golden retriever looking boy has he used to be the best catcher for the best pitcher, till he got blocked on the head somewhere and has amnesia and doesn't remember being a pitcher, and now he's just, I hate him. I hate the character. He's loud and obnoxious, and I understand that's where the comedy is supposed to be, and I hate it. So really like all the other characters. I don't care for sports anime, not most. There's a few I do watch and I really like. But it is animated beautifully, and if you like the outrageous screamy comedy, it's great. Not for me. Monster. I thought it was going to be much better than that. I'm still watching it. It started out cool. And it's just, it's escalating. It's going somewhere. I just don't think I care where it goes. Like, the power scaling is insane. But what did it for me, and the reason I've put it down at D, is I'm used to, like, guy comes from another world and has all these abilities and goes crazy with those abilities and does some cool shit. Like, I'm fucking well versed in that. And even adore it. For the most part, I'm still watching Tsukimichi. But it was the moment where he had acquired a skill. He had acquired a few skills that helped with his sex appeal. That he had sex with a forest nymph for what they said was 5 hours. Then went back to his cave, which has humans in it, by the way. There are human women and goblin women all living there. And then proceeded to have what can only be described as a reverse gangbang. It was at that moment I was like, oh, we're not actually going to get plot, are we? And sure enough, not really. So it's still fine, but yeah, I haven't dropped it yet. I might soon, but we're teetering. Up, boop, 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 up, boop. The action's good. We're right there. Rinkai. Also down there, and not for any. I actually quite like what this show is trying to do. There are just some animation qualities that I can't get past, and it hurts to look at sometimes. Which is a shame, because if all of that was fleshed out, this would sit in probably a B. The characters are great, and the story is nice and wholesome and fun. And there's challenge, and yes, it's a sports anime, but it does a really good job with certain things. But there's sometimes I look at the screen and I go, and you know, that's where we are. So I don't want to drop it because the story is good, but like, whew, that's where I am. Salad bowl of eccentrics. I think I'm the only person on this platform, on any platforms, someone called Garnt, someone called Joey, someone called Connor, someone called Glass Reflection, someone called Mother's Basement. Call them all. Because I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that has the balls to say it. In all honesty, the show's fine. It's quirky and silly, and honestly is mostly just an advertisement for the, I want to say, Kofu Prefecture? Something like that. It's a big ad for that prefecture. However, having said that, I cannot get enough of this fucking show. I can't get enough of it. The characters are so good. The characters are so good and so fun. They all blend really well together. The environmental storytelling and who's doing what and where and why. You know, there was a whole episode about a cult, and now one of the girls might be, they think she's the chosen one of that cult, and just, you know, kind of fucked off from that because didn't want to deal with it. It's so fast paced and so tight that a single misstep could send it off the rails. But it doesn't. It hasn't. It really hasn't. And for me, I get, there's so few shows that I look so forward to every week that I'm like sitting there waiting for it to come out. That's one of them. Absolutely one of them. Mother's Basement have the one on best anime of the season. I believe he does. I believe he does both. I know he does trash. I know he does trash. Which is a great series. I love every time he posts. I do, because he's right. He's usually right. It's trash, but it's good. It's good anime. Shinkalion. I dropped it. I'm gonna be honest. Was it on best? I think he had it on his best, but he didn't have it in the top 10. He had it on like also to watch. But for me, it's a top tier show. Shinkalion, I got through one episode, kind of. I was watching it, kind of. And by the end of it, I went, I literally out loud near the end of the episode said, I just don't care. And it might be great, right? And here's where I have to do a little bit of self-reflecting. It might be a good show, but I think at this point, by the time I'd finally gotten to watch this, because again, it's not on any site, I had been so fatigued of watching new shows and figuring out what the fuck is going on that I might have just crashed on that one. Who's to say? I probably won't pick it back up. Slime once again. Actually, you know what? I'll even put it as I'm a big Slime guy. We had a nice first few episodes of building tension, the political drama of it all, what the characters are doing, why they're doing it, and now we're about to take off. And as I said in the first time I did this, I don't think any isekai does it better than Slime. I truly don't. And I'm gripped every second it's on. I'm gripped trying to piece together what everyone's doing, why they're doing it, and where we're going. I love it. I love everything about it. It's giving me exactly what I want. Spice and Wolf, for the same reason. I can go ahead of Slime. Actually, I can go ahead of Eccentrics as well. Spice and Wolf's phenomenal. I get it. I get why everyone was so excited about it. Now that I know a little bit about the original and the fact that it wasn't finished, or it rushed the ending, or one of those two. I understand why the desire for it to be remade was met with open arms. Because usually when someone tells you that like a classic that everyone loves is getting remade, it gets shit on immediately. And this never did, and I was confused on why, but now that I know that, I get it. It's beautiful. Holo is best girl. And there's really not much else to say past that. She's best girl. Boop, 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 boop. What are we? Welcome Back, I'm Home. I haven't watched it. Apparently it's an Omegaverse show. I'll be honest, I dropped The Fable. I might pick it back up. This wasn't so much dropped because it's bad. It's just dropped because I don't have the time for everything. And yes, that does mean I'm actively watching Blue Archives and Rinkai over Fable. Yes, that's what it was. Yes. They skipped a story that down the line ended up being crucial. That's why. Yeah, real hard to retcon that one. Yeah, it wasn't doing it for me. I might pick it back up. I might not. It's been okay. When I dropped it, it was fine. Tonari no Yokai-san. Honestly, top of A. It might be S. I had it in S at last week. Do I think it's better than any of these? Not for me. But does it deserve to be up there? Probably. It's a tough one to call. I'm loving the show. There's a darkness in such a fun, light, colorful world with all these really cool characters. But every moment that passes by, there's just something uneasy happening. And it really beautifully blends all of the light, lovable characters with that sense of tension that's just, it's creeping in from the background. It does a phenomenal job with it. I finally met the car. He is a Volkswagen. That is exactly what he is. And he's great. Seems like he's going to be a really fun character of the show. So, hey, I'm yeah, I like it. I like it. I need to drink water. Oi, Tombo. I dropped it. It's golf. The girl's cute. Super fun, super lovable, all that fun stuff. I just stopped caring. My bad. I just stopped caring. Never watched this. I don't even remember what it is. Wait, no. Yeah, Token Rambu? Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Train to the End of the World. Boom! Last time I did this, it was a D, because I was just so overwhelmed by the first episode, and not in a great way. It was just so much happening in one space that it wasn't a very coherent or enjoyable first episode. But once that got out of the way, it's eased into the rest of it. We're starting to see the creepiness of the world. We're starting to experience what the fuck happened, and the devastating effects that everything can have on everyone else. You know, I was worried it might be a cute girls doing cute things show, and it is, but it's also not, and it's fantastic. It's so well done. Every episode I'm creeped out a little bit, just a little bit, in a Made in Abyss kind of creeped out, not in any other way, which is exactly the way I want to be creeped out. I'm like, what the fuck? It's very good. Unnamed Memory is very good. If we're talking shows about a guy who, you know, is in a world where he's super important, these three, who picks up a new person and is trying to make them his own. Is that how we will define this genre? Sure. He picks up a witch, and he decides that he has a curse. He cannot have children. And the only way to undo this curse is either to have a witch undo the curse, or have a child with someone with enough magical properties, it will not curse the child. So, he's trying to marry a witch. And she is lovely, and I'm enjoying the story, I'm enjoying the characters, there's really cool little individual stories within it. We haven't met too many side characters, but there seem to be some creepy plot happening in the background. So yeah, it's been really, really good. So if we're looking at all of those that follow this genre, there is a clear and concise tier of those. A magical excuse to never raise a child. Not great for royalty. Some royalty gets really upset about that, turns out. But yeah, really good show. Vampire Dormitory. Holy fuck. I kind of want to just put it in, I want to add a list. Actually, I will. I'm going to add a tier. Nope. Go back down there. I'm going to add a row below. I'm going to make it gray. I'm going to call it. No. I changed the color of D. What was D before? Green-ish? Yeah. I want to make this gray. And we're going to call it, what the fuck is this? And that's where we're putting Vampire Dormitory. it has a whole separate category. I watched the first. We talked about that. It was so bad. I watched the second. It was worse somehow. Holy shit. Brutal. Just fucking brutal. So yeah, it belongs there. It's just awful. It's awful. One of my favorite tweets, I think it was Jeff Thu who said it, or who tweeted it, that someone actually made a worse love story than Twilight. They sure did. They sure did. Viral hit. I haven't watched this. I actually plan to. Because it does look appealing, but I haven't. Many Sides of Voice Actor Radio has been pretty solid. I was worried it was going to be some idle bullshit. It's enjoyably bad, but it is horrendous. So like, that's gonna be at your own discretion there. That's at your own discretion on that one, but it's not good. Many Sides of Voice Actor Radio, it is some idle bullshit, but it's not really, it's a voice acting idle. And the two characters are cool. I really like their rivalry and jealousy of each other. They're overplaying it, but for good purpose. It makes sense in the context of what they're doing. They're consistently up against each other for everything, while also working together. I really like both characters. I think it's fun. I like the direction it's going. I'm gonna keep watching it. It's not the best, but it is good. It is good. Whisper me a love song. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. So, when I was worried about all the other romances here, especially this one, and I remember when we watched the first week of everything, that I specifically said this is gay baiting. There's no bait here. There's no bait here. This is just all love. It is wonderful. The story is, you've got a girl is new to high school. On her first day in, she sees the light music club play, and the lead singer is the tall one. She's a third year, or whatever the Japanese equivalent is. For me, that would be like grade 11? Something like that. Anyway, Whisper Me a Love Song. That's also High Dive. That's the one I wanted to say earlier. The younger one doesn't actually know what emotions are, really. Well, what love is specifically. But has always told everyone in their life when she appreciates them that she loves them. That is a thing that she does. So she took a shining to her senpai here and told her outright that she loves her. And what senpai thought that meant was actual love. And then fell in love with her back. So it's a different love between both of them now. But we're escalating to, we got a confession episode 2. We wasted no fucking time there. And then episode 3 went through considering it. There's no will they, won't they. The answer is not if. The answer is when. And it's looking like sooner than expected. But the characters are really nice. It's there's no awkwardness about it. My main issue with this one was it felt uncomfortable every conversation they had. It felt awkward and clunky, and they were just kind of like going through the motions of everything. This is very fluid. It is very genuine. There's a lot of love there. There's a lot of excitement. The side characters are really fun and interesting in their own right. And it's just two girls doing their best, trying to figure things out. I really like it. I think it's great, and I can't wait to see more. Windbreakers. Yeah, this will top A. The first episode was so good that every other episode is a disservice to its first episode, and that's not the show's fault. That's just how good the first episode was. Every episode has been great, but the first episode was so fucking good that it's unfair to the rest of the series. However, next Friday, is a giant brawl. A one-on-one tournament arc style bullshit fucking yeah. It's one of those. It's a team match. And so I expect it to jump right back up to Eswell doing it. But really love the characters, really love the guy on top of the Fuden Academy. He's fun and eclectic. Just a silly little guy who also beats the shit out of everyone. Loving the show. I expect it to jump back and forth between S and A tier the entire season. Great. This, didn't watch. I know I should. I've been told I should. It's political drama. I love that shit. I live for that shit. Haven't watched it. And very finally, to end it all off in exactly perfect timing, Mission Yozakura Family. We'll put it there. It's been good. It's been fun. I actually, the music is done. I am having a blast with it. There's a bunch of people upset about it. They say they don't like the adaptation. I don't know the adaptation. I never read the source material, but as a strict anime watcher, it's a lot of fun. It's on Disney. The art style is really clean. It's very clean. I love all of the characters, even the creepy brother. He adds flavor to the show. He's creepy in an obsessive way, not creepy in a touchy way, and that is an important distinction that some shows don't understand. It's really fun. I like the two main characters. They work very well together. I like how hard he tries. I like how badass she is. I am expecting a Spy Family kind of vibe for pretty much its entire run of just every episode some fun new thing happens and we're going bit by bit, sitcom style. And if I keep getting that, I'll be very happy. But that's how we see it this week. That's where we are. We'll come back at the end of the season. That is the next time we will come back, and we will do our final rankings on everything. But right now, as it stands, 5 weeks into the new seasonal anime, this is how I see it. Everyone is welcome with their own opinions. Please leave your opinions down there. leave them there. However, be kind and courteous to everyone else in the comments, and, you know, just generally don't be a dick on things. I'd love to see everyone else's list. Yeah, that'll do it. See you at the end of the season. And now it's time to play VLR. Woo! Where's Yuki? Full face. Hello, me. We gotta save this. I'm trying to keep track of all of them, where I saw and where everything went through the year. Bum. Yeah, that doesn't matter. All right. Tier list on all the Digimon anime. Ah! Then they're asking me to pick favorite children. How dare you? Rude of you. All right. Zero escape. Fire it open. So we've hit how many dead ends so far? A lot, right? We've hit a lot of dead ends. Okay. Yeah, 13 hours. We haven't done a goddamn thing. Hello. Oh, I am here. Okay, cool. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to come back to this moment. Fair enough. Thanks for hanging out, May. See you next time. So, yeah, we got to this point in which both Quark and Alice, only one of them could take the antidote for the disease, because that's the only dosage we had. And I was, before it cut to be continued, was thinking of a solution. So this, I assume, will not open up until I discover, through probably one of these paths or one of these, that there is a way to save both of them. As always, this route is betraying Luna, and we won't do it. And this route is betraying Luna. And look what happens if we do that. See this? See, when I betray Luna, the game immediately ends. I won't do it. I won't do it. But here, I will betray Alice. Oh, we're already here.
What do you...
Betray. So, last time we chose Ally, Alice chose Betray. Everyone got mad at me for a bit. I skipped through a bunch of dialogue. It's fine, I stepped out of the AB room. I could see others rushing towards the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer.
Well, you chose what I wanted you to choose. I
Yes.
guess I should say thanks.
No problem.
So, thanks.
Oh, come on. You don't need to do that. It's made the obvious choice. Well, I'm sure Alice chose Betray. That meant we pretty much had to choose Betray, right?
How do you know what she's going to choose?
Guess you could just say I know.
Are you making fun of me?
I'm curious. I really want to start a fresh file, go to this point, choose Betray, and see if that dialogue option shows up. Maybe.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
Siggy!
Zero.
No!
Woo!
Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Let's
I
go.
don't care if everyone hates me when it happens. I will do it every time.
We'll find out if you made the right choice.
All right. So now's the fun part. I only
Looks like you're all here. Let's get
I only need to get to the part
everybody.
where we talk to Alice about our decision, and then we can skip ahead up until some later shit. Until we go to explore the rooms. Yep. Yep. It changed the whole fucking game. It changed the whole fucking game. How could you do that to me?
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on
You're a real
our
sick son of a bitch
bracelets.
game. I'm pairing with Luna. Hey, Alice. The hell is this?
What?
Why am I getting mad? You chose betray last time. So I chose betray too. No, why?
Wait a minute. Last time? What on earth are you talking about?
Ah! Oh, what the fuck? Oh, it's fucking with my head. Okay. Can you tell me one thing?
What?
When exactly did you press the button?
5 minutes before the deadline. There's that announcement, right? I pressed it right after that. Why?
What? No, that can't. What was going on? This is fucked. When Fine I chose ally, Alice picked betray.
I just made the most rational choice. The best way to minimize risk and maximize reward in this situation is to choose betray.
I'm getting played like a fool. It's like the Oh, I need to replay the whole thing fresh. I need to know. I need to know.
Anyone who thinks otherwise is, well, an idiot.
But this time I chose betray and her vote changed to ally. Why? What was different? Had history somehow changed because of my choice? No, that was insane. If Alice had somehow known that I'd chosen betray and chosen ally in response, at least that would have followed the principle of cause and effect. But what had just happened was something entirely different. There was no way Alice could have known what we would choose when she made her decision. Besides, if she had known we intended to betray her, there's no way she'd have chose ally. In other words, she must have made her decision without any knowledge of ours. Let's say we're talking about a game of rock, paper, scissors. I throw out a rock. Right after that, Alice throws out down paper. Obviously, I lose. So I go back in time and decide to whip out the scissors this time. This time, Alice chooses rock. I lose again. But that's fine, because it still makes sense. My actions in the past cause Alice's action in the future. Easy. But what had just happened in the AB game wasn't like that. Let's go back to that innocent game of rock, paper, scissors. This time, Alice is the only one who threw out her hand first. Or Alice is the one who threw out her hands first. But in this situation, there's no way for me to know what it is. So I decide to go with rock. Now Alice's choice is revealed. Turns out she went with paper. Damn it. I lose and I'm pissed off. Once again, I go back in time and try and change history and erase my loss. What will I choose this time? It's not even a question. Scissors, obviously. After all, last time Alice went with paper. Here's the important part. When I make this choice, Alice has already made her choice. Sure of my victory, I throw out a pair of scissors. But the hell? My rage would be white hot. How could this have happened? Alice's hand had been paper before. How did it change to rock? Obviously, there's no cause and effect here, since Alice's choice was in the past and mine was in the future. How could that even happen? How could the future influence the past? But it wasn't theoretical now. Does it actually happen? What the hell was going on? No, wait. Why the fuck was I talking so casually about going back in time? That kind of stuff doesn't happen. Right, of course. Time travel is impossible. But there's absolutely, positively no way to travel through time. But if that was true,
The best way to minimize anyone who thinks an idiot. Hey, did you have a stroke or something?
a little bit.
Besides,
Oh, sorry.
why do I have to answer your questions? I should be the one yelling at you. Because of you two, I've only got one BP left.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right. What in God's name is wrong with you?
So much. So much. I'm sorry. Really, I seriously feel terrible about
Forget
this.
it. I'm never going to trust you or Phi again. You'll pay for this.
Alice stormed off. She threw one last hurt, scornful look over her shoulder as she left and stabbed me right through the heart. And they want me to do that to Luna? No. One of the other teams seemed to be dealing with a similar issue.
I really don't know what I can say. We had no idea you would choose Ally.
No way I'd choose Betray. Not with Clover on the other side.
What? What do you mean?
Do you have an interest in Clover?
What? No, that's not...
What is it then?
Well,
You'd have to be crazy to pick Ally. The only way it'd make any sense to do that is if you really, really trusted the other person.
so you're saying you don't trust me then?
Duh! Are you senile?
I love how these conversations are different.
Why the hell would I trust some old geezer I just met a few hours ago?
Ah, I see. Say no more. Didn't think it'd hurt this much.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean? You're starting to get kind of creepy.
Creepy, huh? I understand. I guess I just haven't had enough time to earn your trust.
I suppose you could say that. I just didn't really expect you to be so nice about it.
Well, looks like those guys managed to get through this all right. Figure that means the fault here's gotta be mine.
Huh? Thank you. Thank you very much.
And we know this
Don't worry,
conversation.
we only right, Mr. Dew?
Yeah, exactly.
What does Quark say this time? Yep, they all chose Ally. Why did Dio sound so awkward? What had happened in that AV room? Only Dio and Quark knew for sure. Oh, they leave it at that.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be happy?
Well,
We can skip all that. We can skip all this.
All that stuff about how you have to have 3.
We can skip all this. They just find out they will die.
Fact.
Yep.
If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be 10 Mialdi or less. One
Or alas.
Or...
Wait, what?
why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone who's
I'm
Okay, we know this.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not...
well,
Okay,
Is there
should have
anything
said
else
this last
you
time.
conveniently left out? It's not fair.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew, right? Right, Fido?
Yeah, I guess so.
Still curious about that, but we'll let it slide. Took a moment to go over everything in my head. And then I skipped past it.
Mine went from pair.
So I'm not a
Close.
pair. Am I a pair this time?
Parent and of no rules. Now, with
I didn't even
all
check
of
who I
that
was.
Explained. Sadly,
Bye. All right, now we get to explore the rooms. Everyone is different in a different spot and
You
learns
little
different
piece of
things.
shit. If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
Sounds gross.
What happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
What is on your head? Yeah, it looks about 42 minutes.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something. If there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur. There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing.
Let's split up. 5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so. Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
There were none. After some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved off to investigate. I was the only person who stayed behind. The hell did I end up here? Why me? All this fun stuff that we knew. Same jokes, same quirks. Same story. I'm sorry for the flashing lights. All right. Let's go opposite round this time. We can start in the lounge. Stop skipping. Who's in there today? Oh,
Hey, Sigma.
same squad.
Can I get you a seat?
Kind of waitress.
What do you...
Yeah, it's the exact same squad.
Really? It seems like...
I won't
Sigma?
skip, because I do want to.
It hasn't gone.
Are you?
I do want to listen,
What? Now I feel fine.
You know what?
just in case there is
Nothing?
new dialogue
Well,
that I've missed.
It's your head feel. No, my body, like my whole body.
Okay, I think we're all good here.
Haven't really taken a good look at everything.
Okay, that's the same. I think crew quarters is the only one with Alice. I think that's the only one that's going to change. Then again, why would she be in the crew quarters? That's where we were originally. She in the infirmary?
Oh, Sigma, perfect
Squad?
timing.
You were in the crew.
Did you find
Like a secret.
anything else?
What's.
Talking about Schrodinger's cat.
I got it right here. Just a second.
The
Well,
disease.
We should just hurry up and try to.
Quark has a point. If we want to know what's going on outside,
Good. Miss, what are you gonna do? Okay.
then we will see you later.
Okay, it won't let me skip past that. Interesting. Now, where to next? Infirmary. I wonder if it stops you on new dialogue. Like, does it force you to for new dialogue? Let's find out.
Ugh, what are you doing here?
It does force you into new dialogue. So mad, huh?
Obviously.
Oh, come on now. You don't have to get your panties in a bunch.
That's easy for you to say, Dio. You're sitting pretty at 5 BP. Temioji and I only have 1. You do understand what that means, don't you?
That's no reason to take your anger out on people. You won't get your BP back by being a jerk to him.
What's this? You're gonna take his side? I thought you, of all people, would agree with me.
I do.
No, you don't. You don't get it. Why would you care? You've got what, maybe 5 years left, maybe less? I'm not like you. I'm still young. I want to live a long life.
Every time I talk to her, I understand why she gets stabbed.
There's so many things I still want to do.
Like what?
Well, let's see. I want to wear lots.
Okay, so none of this is new. None of this is new. None of this is new. Suddenly.
There you are! You have to come with me!
What's wrong?
We found something really bad.
Something
Bad.
Just hurry! It'll make sense when you see it.
I'm happy to know that the dialogue does stop when you're hitting new dialogue. But nothing just pointed under the bed. We got the bomb.
At least that's what Mr. K said.
Bomb? No, no way. So this isn't new dialogue, but I think it's a new person saying it.
So, thank you. Goodbye.
We need to get every.
No, it's okay. Mr. K's already. They should be here really soon.
And now that they're all here, there should be dialogue as normal.
See, where is it? You said there was a.
Not letting me skip anything? Okay.
There it is. You see?
And now we can skip. Who's the first person to
It
find
was
this?
me. I found it while Quark and I were investigating this area.
Okay.
We split up to collect the rest of you.
How did you know it was a bomb?
I have seen it before.
Okay,
When?
this is new.
I'm not sure.
Because of the amnesia?
Yes.
Are you kidding me? We don't even know if it's a real bomb.
Who found it last time?
Are you gonna tell me you believe that guy who can't remember his own fucking name knows a bomb when he sees it?
Was it Fi and Luna? Or Clover? I think it was Clover.
No, Kay is right. That's a bomb. I'm sure of it.
How do you know?
I just do.
Okay, now we know all this dialogue. Oh, this is a blessing. Now that I know I don't have to be worried about missing stuff, this is great.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain.
Hey, the doors are...
We need to figure out who's gonna go through which door.
What are our options this time?
Pay attention. I'm only saying this once. Just like the last time, we've got...
If I quickly lay out our choices. Option A, Luna and I, yes, go with Clover, cool, go through the green door. Temioji and Dio go with Alice. Quark and Kay go with Phi. That might work. Luna and I go with Phi. I love that option. Temioji and Dio go with Clover. That's a great option. Kay and Quark go with Alice. Great options. I like option B. Go through the red door. We've been through the red door. Go with Alice through the blue door.
3 minutes remain.
I kind of want to go with Phi. How do we want to do
Well, you decided the first time, right? Then can
Yeah.
I decide this time?
this? Sure.
I think I deserve it. I only have 1 BP left. Doesn't it seem like the fair thing is to let the person who's at the greatest disadvantage choose? Wouldn't you agree?
That means you should get to choose too. I mean, you've only got 1 BP, right?
You've got a point. But how about we listen to what Alice wants first?
I just heard a bunch of screaming. Please hold. NHL out. Oh, did the Canucks just score to tie the game? I think they did. Or was it an unbelievable save? I don't know. It's 3-2. There's 30 seconds left, and Vancouver has an empty net. Playoffs. They do this to you. Well, I'm fascinated to see how that ends.
So tell us, which door and which people do you want?
The green door. And I want to go with Kay and Quark.
I see. Option B, then. That means Tenmyoji and Dio will go with Clover through
The
the
one I
blue door.
wanted!
Is that all right with you, Tenmyoji?
Yeah, sure.
Why? If we go through there together, that means you'll be playing against me in the next AB game. Are you really, really sure?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Matter of fact, that's why I want to go with you. You said you didn't trust me, right? Well, I'd like to change your mind. I figure this will give me the chance. I've been wanting to pair up with Alice, too. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Oh. And that is?
We'll get to that later.
Anyway, Alice's first choice would be option B then?
Yes.
What about the rest of you? Is that okay too?
I'm stoked. Thought about it for a moment. If I went with option B, the Luna and I would go through the red door with 5. As far as how I felt about that, yes. Yeah, that's
I
fine.
don't have any problems with it.
There were no objections.
Then we're all set. Let's go, everybody.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7.
What room will we get this time? We nodded quickly to one another and split up. Now here's the question. It is a split path between me saying yes and no. Fun! My feet slapped against the hard metal of the warehouse floor, and Luna, Phi, and I ran to the red chromatic door in the next stage of the nonary.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic.
I got my 2 besties. We're gonna run this. We're gonna all vote ally. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be groovy. Golden even. Even though if Phi betrayed us, she could leave. Huh? This is a dead end?
All 3.
Yeah, looks like it.
I don't know what this thing
It
is.
looks like the thing next to the number 9 door.
It's got a lever. Try pulling it, Sigma.
Why
It
should
might
I?
be dangerous. Maybe it'll trigger an explosion. Or possibly it shocks you when you pull it. Who knows?
Right. Then I have no choice. You really think I'd say that, you heartless monster? Nothing on either side, is
What's
there?
that supposed to mean?
Sorry for the confusion. I was talking about your breasts.
It's called dressing modestly.
Holy
have you know I'm
shit,
a C
Sigma.
cup.
You're a C cup, I'm packing 12 inches. We continued in that vein for some time until Luna, the goat. Ooh, the unnamed door.
What?
It sounded like you two might take a while, so I pulled the lever. Is that okay?
Only the one on the left opened.
The other's still shut tight.
Well, we should get going anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, where are we? Ooh. Okay. Reactor room? The fuck is this?
It looks like some kind of control room.
I can see a huge machine of some sort on the other side of this window.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a generator?
Right. Well, let's split up and look
We
around.
need cards with a moon on them for the next AP game, right?
Yeah. We're probably in this room
Then
somewhere.
let's get started.
Yeah, they did tie it. Holy shit. Vancouver. All right. What do we got around me directly? Ooh. Okay, I'm going to need a code for that. On, off, on, off, 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 on, off, 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 on, off, off, huh? Oh shit, it called me out. Like there's a hole in the middle of it. Oh yeah. A tiny hole in the middle of the paper that looks like it was made with a needle. Yeah, we'll figure that out when we need to. There's a bunch more lockers. We know lockers well. What is this? A blue clock. It says 510 minutes on the face. That's a long time. Sure is. What do we got over here? What are you? Looks like there's something in the blue box. Let's see what it is. Compass. I know what to do with that. Protractor. Small hole. Looks like it's made with a needle. You're gonna put in the compass needle in that hole? Yeah. Compass isn't spread though. I don't think you can draw circles like that. Are you seriously gonna ask me to fucking open it? One leg has a needle, the other leg has a pencil. Think we're supposed to use this for something? Well, usually you use a compass to draw circles. Where should we draw a circle though? On a piece of paper, I would assume? How big of a circle? I don't know. We had an angle to set the compass to, that might help. It is on and off written on it a bunch of time. What are you doing with that protractor? Oh, I was thinking of measuring the angle. Angle of what? Put the compass needle in here. Interesting. You use the compass to make a circle. Now the circle touches specific words. Maybe those words are a clue. They probably are. What do we got here? Looks like it's the control panel. It's covered with screens and buttons and so on. Alright, so that doesn't help me at all. Ooh, screens. Test. Piece of paper on that clipboard. It says test. Each letter is written in a different color. The T is green, E is blue, S is yellow, and the second T is pink. They all look like they've been written with a highlighter. Laptop. It's got something on the screen. It's got a green T. See that thing plugged in the side of the laptop? Yeah, looks like a memory stick. Mine now. Huh. Screen changed. Think it's because you pulled that thing out? Try plugging this thing in again. Alright, give me that. Gotcha. Hey, I think you can move these. Oh, you're right. It says off and on. Off on the top and on the bottom. Go back here. That's the white on. So if it goes clockwise from that. Off, 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 on, off. So 3 offs, 1 on. So this one. Sigma, what are you doing? Don't break it. No, it wasn't me. It just fell off. You sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Well, it's off now, so no point in crying over spilt levers. Maybe we can use it somewhere. Like where? Thank you. Okay, there's that. This one says 11,400 seconds. All right. This one says 510. And the other one says what? 11,400. How the fuck do I make that happen? Oh, let's do this. Calculator. 11,400 divided by 60 divided by 60. Okay. Three hours and I don't know, 10 minutes ish. And then if we go 510 divided by 60, 8 hours and 5 minutes. Okay. So hour is 3, 10. And the next one is 8:30. Okay. So we know it's 3 something, right? If it's not 10, it's because it's 3.16. Was it 5? And then it's 8:30. Oh, I'm doing it backwards. 8:30. 3:05. $3.10. So I was right the first time. I just wasn't paying attention to the colors. You did it. It unlocked. See if you can open it. What the fuck? Okay. Understood? Kind of. All right, let's take a look at this. What's this? It's got all these pipes. Look at the black and yellow lever. It says power under it. You'd think that this tubing has electrical cables in it or something? Maybe flipping these levers will let us change the amount of electrical current. What would that accomplish? I don't know. I'm guessing the power lever is the source. Might as well give it a... Wait, don't get ahead of yourself. Look at the 320. Oh, the lever's missing. Without a replacement lever, I don't think we'll be able to do anything. A lever. Lever. Good. There we go. What do I do with this thing? Find a manual on the floor over there. Oh, thanks, Luna. Says this machine doesn't really use electricity in a conventional way. Those tubes use some kind of special liquid to transmit electricity. Actually, it's pretty complicated. The simple version is that you can adjust the voltage by adjusting the flow of the liquid. Let's say you turn that rightmost lever all the way to the left. If you do that, all the liquid coming from 240 will go to the left tube. Turn it all the way to the right, and it goes all the way to the right tube. What if you put it in the middle? Then it gets halved. Each pipe will end up with 120 instead of getting 240. What's the deal with the question marks? Those represent unknowns in the target value. The one with 3 question marks means it's supposed to be a 3-digit number, while the ones with only 2 means it's a 2-digit number. And of course, the single question mark means that the value is only a single digit. What about the one that starts with a 3? Well, I would guess that means the hundredth digit, so it has to be 3. So, yeah, it means the 10 digit has to be 4, and it means that the ones that, yeah, okay, so I get it. And you pull down the lever. Okay, I got it. The liquid will only flow from top to bottom. The manual was very specific about that. Cool, so this is split. I need that to go right. Because 320 and 120 will make the 4 there, so that works, that works, that works. Nothing will come over to this side. That ends in a 0. This ends in a 3. It needs to... No, it can't split twice. It won't end in a 0 that way. So this has to be 0, right? Nothing can go there. These two, this going right and this getting split, is the only way that a 4 ends up in that column. Nothing else can reach. And this split twice... Oh, I've split it twice. Hold up. Hold up. Because if I split it, I'm getting 120 and 360. Or, sorry, 160. 120, 160. So I'm getting 380. And if this splits again, 60 is going over here, which would make it 440, which makes the 4. And this would only be 60, which would bring it there. This, if it gets split, or this gets split here, that makes 160 on either side. But this has to be a 0, so this has to come over here. That makes that a 0. Cool. We're all good there. This can only get split once, because that'll make 105, and then that can come down into 105. This cannot get split. The 105... I've got it. Woo! Maths. Yes, I am a champion. Turn the power on. Fucking tree thing. Get in there. What is this thing? It's huge. Guess it's used to analyze things. Looks like it's missing a part though. Wait, Sigma, I think you got the missing part right there. Cool. Hello, screen. Seems to be powered, but nothing's happening when I touch it. Doesn't feel right. I think we're missing something. We are. We'll come back to that. None of these work for me when I touch it. What if we plug that back in? Nope, that does nothing. Okay. What about this? Look at that thing. Isn't it beautiful? Are you kidding? It's crows. I think it's cool, Luna. I got your back. Doesn't look like there are any clues here, though. Cardboard box filled with complicated machinery. Think we can use it? I don't even know what it is. Fair enough. We got everything we needed out of this. T on the screen. Yes, there is. It's telling me to look up. It's showing me a very specific location. That's what it's doing. Aha. Okay. Green, blue, yellow, pink. So 7, 3, 1, 4. Our fire alarm's going off. Please hold. Hello. Oh, that was weird. Someone blew out a candle right below the fire alarm. Okay, what did we decide? 7314? Which is exactly what it says at the bottom. That's really funny. Okay. 7314. Let's do it. So, off the bat, how the fuck do we make 7 out of this? Five and 2. 7. 3. 1. 4. Are you sure? 7. 3. 1. And then 4. Okay. So I'm doing something wrong here. T-E-S-T. Worth a shot. All right, this piece of paper has 4 rows of 4-digit numbers. Color of each digit seems to be random. Green, blue, yellow, pink. They all look like highlighter colors. Highlighters, you say? Yes, I understand the relevance of what we're doing. But if we're going in the order of test, green, blue, yellow, pink, it's 7314. Correct. Unless it's 2826 or 1467 or 3596. But that would be silly. I know that's the one that's going to give me the code for the secret. That's not there anymore, right? Nothing there. Yeah, there's nothing there anymore. All of those are empty. Anything behind these boxes? Negative. How about up here? Can't understand any of this. Some kind of code? None of these have anything useful. So much for that. All of this seems... all of this is done. Still missing something. I agree. Okay, it doesn't work with any of the things I have. I don't quite know what I'm missing. Why does it matter that I have to replug that in? It means there's still a use for it, and there's still a use for it to be plugged in. I don't think this is a memory card. Unless I miss my guess, it's actually a portable scanner. See the thin slit on the end? Just wave that part over any image and text you want to scan. Then you can plug it back into the... Okay, 7213. Brutal. Wait, that's what I thought it was. Wait. 7. Oh no, that I thought it was something different. Did I? No, I thought it was 7213, right? Maybe not. Yeah, no, I didn't. 7213. Fair enough. Excellent. Unlocked. Okay, I know where that goes. However, I don't think I'm done with that USB. I didn't think so. Looks like a password. Is it for the panel on the safe? I assume so. Sun Star? There's no way that was the secret. What a joke. Once you know the one you have to do, that just becomes the general thing you should do. Oh. Here we go. Nothing's happening. Hold on. It's moving. Looks like it's finally ready. Ready for what? Well, ready for you to use this, I'm guessing. The screen? Yeah. I think... I thought that was going to keep going. I think I've got it. This machine is a CT scanner. And like from a hospital? Yes. One of those things that can take pictures of cross-sections of your brain and organs and stuff? Yes. It can image things other than the human body too, like this root, for instance. So what we're seeing on the left is a slice of that root. I think so. What are we supposed to do then? I think trial and error is going to be the best way to figure this one out. Just start messing with it and we'll see what happens. Alright? Hold the X button and press the left stick up and down where the image of the root is displayed to scroll between layers. The bottom layer has 8 circles of different colors. 4 of those circles are blank. Assign an appropriate number to each circle. The numbers you can use are displayed below the cross section. Grab a number, yeah, okay. Gotcha. So if I do that, maybe I don't fully get it. It was telling me percentages? Is that what it's doing? Please hold. If I do that. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know why that would help me. At the end of it, we have to get to 100. Yeah, because we've got 100. 315. Oh. That's not at all. That doesn't mean 8. Okay. So what's Ba-ba-ba-dum-ba-bum-bum. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing this right. $3.15 is 20%. So 20? Uh, 6 over 20 is 30%. Four over 16 is 25. We have 20%. 25% is 45, 35, so we're looking for another 25%. Okay, I got it. I got it. We were all good. It just took a little bit of thinking on what it wanted from me. But we're fine. All is good. Good work. Oh, would you look at that? The color change. Have a good look, Sigma. Moon, sun, moon. Don't care what y'all have to say. Moon, sun, moon. Hey. We're cooking. Yes, it opened. Yeah, let's get our prizes. First we got our map, as per usual. When we found the crew color set 4A, blah, 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 blah. This is a map. Yes. Whatever, moving on. Our next prize is, let's see. Our ambidex room keys. We got 2 other things left. I've seen one of them before, but this one. What's up, Blackberry? And a cable connected to the top. We can worry about that later. Might as well take it with us, though. Finally, the key. Should unlock the exit. Let's get the fuck out of here. I still have the thing that says test. What is it for? Who's to say? Oh, you didn't notice? The thing on the other side of the glass that looked kind of like a metal octopus. I think that's maybe an annihilation reactor. You mean like that bomb? Yeah. The core of the annihilation bomb would work on the same principles. I think Fi knows a lot more than me about these things, though. I wouldn't say that. Picked up a few tidbits of information here and there. Tidbits, huh? If it is what Luna thinks, it should be pretty simple. There's going to be a bunch of matter and antimatter in there, probably hydrogen and antihydrogen, bumping into one another. Uh-oh. Release a bunch of energy, you can actually calculate, yep. Too complicated. You're saying that octopus thing is a machine that runs off annihilation. Well, a machine's a weird way to put it. More like an engine, like a steam engine or an internal combustion engine, just better. All of the electricity in this facility is generated by Mr. Octopus. That would make this room, yeah, this is Mr. Octopus's control room. Guess it doesn't really matter what the octopus is at this point. We're all done with this room. All we gotta do is insert the key. Okay, let's go. Stop counting down. Just put the key in the door. And we're out of here. Escape from 8 rooms in VLR. Good achievement.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Huh? What's going
Maybe
on?
Someone from another team opened one of them. They must have found a moon card.
What the hell would they just go and open one of the doors
We
on
should
their
get
own?
back upstairs. Whoever jumped the gun is probably in the warehouse.
Right. Okay, let's go. Was it Dio? Or was it Alice? Tell you who it'll never be. Luna. It'll never be Luna. All right, what do we got going on this time? We leapt out of the magenta door and into the warehouse. There stood Tenmyoji, Dio, and Clover. Hey, what the hell is this? Why'd you open one of the AB rooms before the rest of us got
Clover
back?
and I haven't done anything.
It was
Theo
Dio.
didn't feel like waiting, I guess.
You got a problem?
Yeah, I do have
Why?
a problem.
I don't remember saying anything about waiting until everyone got back to open the AB rooms.
Are you kidding me? We didn't talk about it because we thought it was common
Tim
sense.
is right. We were able to get back quickly, but the others could still be stuck somewhere. What if they can't get back in time?
No sooner were the words out of her mouth.
Oh, thank goodness. You're all here.
Something happened?
Yes, it's Quark, you see.
What? What happened to Quark?
He collapsed. It happened so suddenly.
What?
Please, you must
can't
hurry
skip
today.
any of
This
this. That's
condition could
interesting.
change at any moment. You should go.
Oh no.
Temioji shoved Kay aside and leapt through the yellow door. The rest of us exchanged a few startled looks and ran off after him. But this should be the same conversation.
Quark.
You mean in the control room? All that had was a bunch of stuff for controlling the generator. I don't think anyone would put medicine there.
I'm terribly sorry. There was nothing of the sort in the archives. Books and so on in abundance, but
Archive?
no medicine.
Oh god.
Cool.
Then he's... Oh god, no.
Where did the three of you go?
Someplace called the Bee Garden.
Oh, they got to
It
go.
was kind of like a park with trees and stuff. Yeah, no medicine. Maybe some medicinal plants?
Temioji slumped to the ground. For a moment, there was silence.
Quark?
Quark!
Then we're doing this again. Is Alice going to collapse again? Yep. Okay, all of this happens exactly the same. No one here, huh? Damn, where'd she go? No point in complaining, I just needed to look somewhere else. I turned and headed towards the exit. Please let me skip this. Such a long screen for no reason. Archives! Well, at least we get to go somewhere new. Ooh. This is the archives, huh? Hey, Quark and Alice search this room. Damn, nothing here either. Need to find her quick or she's gonna do something bad. She loses it like Quark did and no one's around to stop her. Shit, I need to hurry. I decided to try the garden where Clover, Temioji, and Dio had gone after passing through their door. No, let me skip this walking simulator. Just padding time. First thing I noticed when I stepped inside was the smell. Plant life was everywhere, and the air was filled with this fresh scent of it growing, underlaid with the sweet, dry tones of dead leaves underfoot. While the air outside had been dry and harsh, in here was warm and wet, like a forest after a spring rain. Just like Clover said, plants and stuff everywhere. And Phi walked slowly down the path, still slightly stunned. Most of the facility had been cold, dull metal, but this room was positively verdant. Man, hard to believe there's something like this here. What the hell is this even for? As strange as the garden was, Alice needed to be my priority. I reined my thoughts back in and continued down off the path and into the grass. I'd only gone a few steps when I stopped short. Okay, we're here again.
Oh, there you are. Good. I'm glad you showed up. I just got here a minute ago. She was like this when I found her. When you showed up, I was getting...
Yeah, won't let me skip
Yeah.
this. That's interesting.
Her breathing and pulse seem normal. She doesn't appear to have any obvious...
So she's just
Looks like
unconscious.
it.
What about the
Doesn't
scalp?
look like she has it. Figure she probably...
Yeah, this is all the
Anyway,
same.
we need to get her to the... Give me a hand here. Wait, hold on. There's... something I need to tell you. Just stay calm.
What?
Look to the right.
Am I right or you're right?
You're right.
Oh! The hell? This is a bomb.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure someone didn't move it here from the crew quarters. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's an entirely different bomb. Look at the number on the side.
Yeah, it's number 1. The one in the crew quarter said 3. Shit, then there's no question, huh?
I've got more good news. Just think about the numbers for a moment.
Saying there's an O2 bomb out there.
I can't be sure, but it does seem pretty likely.
Damn it. That means we're talking about an explosion the size of 3 tons of TNT.
Yeah.
Who said it?
Clover, Tenmyoji, and Dio investigated the garden. There's also a chance someone else said it. Anyone could have come here after they left and before we showed up. Anyway, we need to move Alice. Help me out here.
Alice was... Okay, I should be able to skip this, right? Nope. We're going to the infirmary, and we should run into the same problem. No?
All right, you need to hear this. The Atom has finished.
What did it say?
Should say the same
Her
thing.
results are identical. She has also been infected.
Why can't I skip this now? If I had called everyone back after I brought Alice to the infirmary. 7 sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
Oh no.
No! What's going to happen to her?
Well, like I said before, it's a special antiviral treatment. Whether or not there's any around here, though.
No! No! Oh, Alice! I don't want you to die! Please don't die! I don't want to be alone! Don't die!
Clover wrapped her arms around Alice's unconscious body and began to sob. None of us had the heart to pull her off, so all we could do was stand and watch uncomfortably.
Ten minutes. All players, if no.
Oh, we
vote
never got
is
to this point, did we?
recorded Before the.
Guys, I think we should get back to the warehouse.
What about Alice and Quark?
Guess we're just gonna have to leave him behind.
No! I'm not leaving! I'm
Clover.
staying here! Like heck, I'm gonna leave Alice all alone!
She's going to be fine. I gave her some Soparil. She'll just be sleeping like Quark.
I don't care! I just want to stay with her. She shouldn't have to be all by herself.
Clover's a solo. She has to go.
Whatever. She can do what she wants.
Huh?
I see. Dio and Tenmyoji's opponent in the next AB game is Clover. If she doesn't vote, then she'll default to ally, which I don't think I need to mention would be pretty favorable for Dio. If she stays, he's got an easy round.
Whoa. What are you saying? You think I'm gonna choose Betray?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. Am I wrong?
Yes. Of course I'm gonna pick Ally. For one, Tenmyoji's gonna be in there with me. I can't just ignore his opinion and make my own choice, right?
No, I won't be going. I can't leave Quark here when he's like this. I'll be staying, just like Clover.
Hey, come on now. What is this?
Knock it off, Dio. He's too smart to let you make a scapegoat out of him.
What the hell? Why are you so suspicious of me?
Yes?
What if Dio stays behind too? If Clover, Tenmyoji, and Dio all don't vote, then everyone
They just don't
allies,
know
right?
yet that means they all die. They are unaware of that situation, and a spider just crawled behind my screen. Hooray.
Oh, you don't know?
Know what?
This. You didn't find a note like this one?
Huh? Wait, what's this?
Now, where did it go? Crawled behind the screen. I haven't seen it come out of another side yet. That's the part that bugs me the most. Usually I like to see where they end up.
We found it in the archives.
Well, there sure as hell wasn't anything like that in the garden.
We didn't find one in the control room either.
Interesting. Apparently, only the archive had one.
What does it
Why
say?
don't you read it for us, Sigma?
Took the note from him and, still slightly confused, began to read. Here are some maybe not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
You see? At least one member of each trio must vote. Otherwise...
That means Kay has to vote. Quark and Alice certainly aren't in any condition to. If he doesn't, all 3 of them are screwed.
Wait a second. Kay's got 6 BP right now. His opponent is gonna have to default to Ally. That means if Kay chooses Betray, he's gonna have 9 points.
Very good, Dio.
You needn't worry. I have every intention of choosing Ally.
Oh, give me a break. You expect us to just swallow your bullshit?
Oh dear. Dio, please, think for a moment. You do realize that Alice currently only has 1 BP, don't you? If I were to betray her, what would happen?
Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
I am not so desperate to escape that I would be willing to kill. Therefore, I will definitely choose Ally. Indeed, I really have no choice.
It's a fair argument.
Unless, of course, I wish to become a murderer.
5 minutes.
We don't have time to argue about this. There's only one solution. Clover, you're going to have to go vote for us.
Huh?
What does that mean?
What, did I use big words?
Huh?
It means this!
Never seen someone move that fast before, let alone someone as old as Tenmyoji. In the blink of an eye, he covered a few feet between himself and Dio, slammed a closed fist into the other man's chest. Just fucking slugged him. Dio fell to his knees, wheezing for air. Tenmyoji waited half a second to make sure he was down, and then turned to look at Clover.
He's not gonna stay down forever. Get out of here, Clover.
But...
You and Kay are in the same position now. I've only got 1 BP, just like Alice.
Interesting. So long as Tenmyoji doesn't vote, Clover's only choice is to choose Ally.
Admittedly, there is a chance she might kill me.
Are you saying you trust me with your life?
That's about the size of it. But what the hell are you standing around for? Get! You don't need to worry about Alice. I'll keep a good eye on her. I promise. Get moving! You still don't trust me.
It's the smartest move Tenmyoji's ever made.
No, that's not it at all. I trust you. I just...
We need to move.
3 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
You know those moments where you've seen a spider and you can't see it anymore, but you start getting itchy, and the questions start rising to your head. Where's the spider?
We need to go.
I'm not particularly afraid of spiders. I don't like them, but I don't mind them because they eat other bugs, and I'm a big fan of that. Mostly they just vibe.
Come on.
However, I don't like being crawled on.
Okay.
Found him.
Take care of Alice.
Oh, you son of a bitch, fuck off.
She'll be fine.
That seemed to finally satisfy her, and we were off. We ran as fast as we could, leaping through doors and tearing through rooms on our way back to the warehouse. Where are you going? Whatever, it's up.
Yeah.
That's the ideal. Plug up Mooncard, right?
Yes, we did.
Good. Let's go. Bum. 4 AB gates yawned open as we swiped our cards. The 5th one, the one Dio had it open, stayed empty. Now you're coming back the wrong way. Go that way. There's a nice little corner for you over there. Make a home there. The 6th, which would have been Alice's, remained unopened. Kay and Clover quickly entered the 2nd and 3rd from the right, and Luna and I headed towards our own.
Hold on a minute.
What is
You're
it?
going to choose Ally, right?
Yeah? Why do you ask?
Of course we are.
You promise?
Sure.
Cross
I
your
promise.
heart?
Cross my heart.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt if you double-cross me.
Don't sweat it. I'm a man of my word. Vi frowned but said nothing and disappeared into her own AB room, second from the left. Luna and I nodded to the other one, headed for the last one, the leftmost room. There you go. There's a corner. Just fucking stay there. Start.
One minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
What are you going to do?
Well, I don't have a choice, do I? I promised. Said I'd choose Ally.
Yes, but Fi has 6 BP. If she betrays us.
Yeah, she'll have 9 points. I know.
Right.
What do you think we should do, Luna?
It's your decision, Sigma. I'll be in the same position either way.
What?
You have 6 BP too, don't you? That means if we betray Fi, and she chooses Ally...
And I would have 9
Yes,
points.
you see? In either case, I could end up with someone in my group reaching their goal.
20 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
That's it.
Why are you coming down? We had a deal!
We don't have any time left. You have to make a choice.
You sure this is okay with you?
Yes.
Alright. I turn to face the machine.
10 seconds.
What am I going to choose?
9, 8, 7,
Ally or betray?
6, 5.
I can't see him
4.
anymore. He's gone. Somewhere. This is impossible.
3, 2, 1.
Ally! I believe she has the right common sense that she shouldn't be the only one to escape.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
In her head, the only thing that the risk is, she might think I would try to escape. And would, instead of choosing Ally, would choose Betray to try and cancel out the betrayal she
Results.
expects to come.
Thank you, Ambidex Gates.
But I don't think she's betraying to try and leave. You know? Luna and I stepped out of our AB room a little later than the others. They were already gathered in front of the projection, awaiting the announcement of the results.
You chose Ally, right? Are you sure that was okay?
Yeah, what else was I gonna do? I promised. It'll be fine. I'm sure Fi chose Ally too.
Really?
Come on, what's with you? It got too close to my shit. Well, I don't see it on the ground, so I may have made an enemy. That sure wasn't cool. Oh, well, I'll deal with that when it happens. Do you not trust Fi?
No, that's not what I mean. It's just...
Let's go have a look, shall we? Why are we even talking about this? We'll know what happened in just a few
You're
seconds.
right. Let's go.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed.
Come on, Fi.
Please direct.
Be cool, Fi. Good. Good. Fi, god damn it, Fi!
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
Okay.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Okay. Hey, what the hell is this? I thought we promised.
Me? I don't remember that.
What?
You promised me. You said you'd choose Ally, but I don't recall promising you anything. I was free
Sure.
to choose whatever I wanted. You
Hold
should have
on.
seen this coming. I told you I'd make you pay. And now I am.
Hey, for what? Huh? I had absolutely no idea what she was talking about.
You reap what you sow. This is your fault. You chose betray first.
First? You mean in round
No,
one?
I mean the first round too.
Have you lost it? Take a real good look at the results up there. This is round two. My vote was ally. Yours was betray. I didn't betray you. I've never betrayed
Yes, you have. Remember? Oh, don't lie to me, Sigma. Drop
What?
the act. There's no way you don't know by now.
Know about
What's
what?
happening to you? The strange things you've been seeing.
Do you mean the premonitions? I wanted to say it, but as the word formed itself in my mouth, I felt a tingle in the back of my neck. Someone was looking at me. Turn around to see Luna, Clover, and Kay.
What are the two of you talking about?
It's nothing. Forget about it.
I'm afraid it's not that simple. You were the only person who chose to betray this round. Is there some connection to what you and Sigma were discussing?
Yes, there is a connection, but you wouldn't believe me.
You don't know that. We might believe a lot.
I looked away and scowled. For several long moments, her eyes stared off into the distance, and I could also see her mind working. Finally, she sighed and spoke.
Right. Well, I've got 9 points now. So sorry, but I'm out of here.
Huh? What do you
Do
mean?
I really have to explain it? I'm leaving. Through the number 9 door.
Okay. I scrambled around in front of her and threw my arms
You're in my way. Move.
out. No, I'm not letting you go. What happened to you? I didn't think you were the kind of person who ditched the rest of us so you could get away.
When someone betrays your trust, feels like a part of you dies. For me, I guess it was the part that cared. I don't think you have even the slightest idea what that feels like.
Betrays her? What are you saying?
Whatever. Just get out of my way.
No, I'm not
I
moving.
see. Then you leave me no choice.
As she spoke, Fi bent down. Then shot up in the air and over my head. I spun around to see her standing next to the number 9 door, her hand on the lever.
Nice try.
She grinned and tightened her grip on the lever.
Plaudite, acta est fabula.
What the hell's that?
Latin. Applaud. The play has ended. That's what it means. See you
Latin?
later.
A bolt of searing light roared through my brain. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. So she had already experienced the path where I put betray on there. But I haven't. So now I'm going to have more fun when I choose it. But it also ends right there. Interesting. All right. See what happens when I do this.
So you chose betray.
Yep.
Did you do it to protect yourself? Were you worried that Phi might choose betray?
It's a good question.
Huh?
Honestly, not sure myself why I did it.
Well, we should go see the results. I want to see how Kay and Clover voted.
Right. Let's go then. The fact that this has an ending,
Results
it mean I
from
leave?
round 2. Please direct.
ally, 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 ally. Who does ally in this one? Yeah. So I just haven't. She lived it before I did.
Points have please.
Well played, Sigma. I guess a promise means a lot to you.
I had nothing to say. She was right. I'd broken a promise.
Why did you do it? Nothing to say. I guess I misjudged you. I thought you were better than this. That was not a smart move, Sigma. I won't forget this. I'll make sure you pay, even if it's the last thing I do.
Oh, it would have been so fun if I did this red first.
Lapsum semel occasionum non-ip. A
What's that?
Latin proverb.
What does it mean?
Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity. Jupiter is a Roman god. Actually, he's kind of the Roman god. Not even Jupiter, the ruler of the gods, can take back what's been done. You did something bad. You're not gonna get a chance to take it back.
I turned away from Phi. Couldn't stand to look at her anymore. In front of me were Kay and Clover. Their eyes bored into me with cold disapproval, and I looked away. They'd both chosen ally, as promised. The only person who'd betrayed anyone was me. The only person with 9 BP was me. Little wonder I wasn't very popular.
What do you intend to do?
You aren't thinking about trying to open the number 9 door, are you?
For a moment, I considered the unthinkable. Could I break through and reach the door? Once I was through, I'd be out of the game, free from their judgment. But no, I couldn't do that. How could I possibly justify leaving them all behind so I could escape on my own? Why had I chosen betray? In my memory, it seemed like an almost flippant choice, as if I'd been curious to see what would happen. Betrayal was what I wanted. I should have made that choice with commitment. But there I was, and I couldn't turn back. Even if I didn't try to open the number 9 door, they would all be suspicious of anything I did. Trust is easy to break and hard to repair. Unless I could somehow turn back the clock, I was stuck with the consequences of my action.
A lapsum semel. Not even.
How could I do something that was beyond the reach of a god? Why hadn't I just chosen ally? What would be happening to me right now? What if? Then Phi spoke and I blinked.
Sigma, we're just doing this to be safe. We can't let you run around with 9 BP. I'm afraid you're going to have to sleep for a little while, okay?
Huh? Started to turn around, but it was already too late. Felt a heavy slam in the back of my neck. Then everything went dark. Alright, so that's a full game over. Cool. Where to next? Not even an ending. Still not an ending. Still not a... Ooh, this one opened! This one opened!
You chose ally, right? Are you sure that was okay? You sound
Oh,
pretty
this is
sure.
different. I already know. Let's go have a look, shall we? We'll know pretty quick whether I knew anything or not.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, this is cool.
Results please.
The hell, Phi? Why'd you choose betray? Chose ally before.
I see. So you remember it too. The other round 2.
What? That wasn't even close to the response I'd expected. It felt anticlimactic. Hey, hold on a minute here. You know? You remember how I chose betray last time around?
Yeah, of course. Why do you think I chose betray this time? Don't you remember what I said? That I'd make you pay?
Yeah, I remember that. Then this is you making me pay.
Yes.
Wait. No. That didn't make any sense. Something wasn't right. How could we both know about an earlier round 2? How could there have been an earlier round 2? Some sort of alternate history? What the hell was I thinking? That was conspiracy theory shit. Even if there was some sort of alternate timeline or universe or whatever, there's no way I could know what happened in it. No way I could know. At least I didn't think there was any way I could know. But if I could, then how? I remember Fi choosing Ally and then scowling at me when I broke my promise and swearing revenge.
That was not as smart. I won't forget. I'll make sure you.
Why did I know that? Perhaps more importantly, why did Fi remember it? What the hell did any of this mean? It had happened before, hadn't it? During round 1 of the AB game when I was playing against Alice, I'd seen something. Fi and I had chosen Betray. But for some reason, I had seen a reality where we'd chosen Ally instead. Suddenly, I realized I wasn't alone. I looked up to see Luna, Clover, and Kay. They all began to speak at once.
What happened?
Why did you choose Betray, Fi?
Yeah, you're the only one who didn't vote Ally.
Fi looked away and scowled. For several long moments, her eyes stared off into the distance. I could also see her mind working. Finally, she sighed and spoke.
Right. So sorry, but I'm out of.
Huh? What do you mean?
Do I really have to explain it?
We can get to the point. Felt myself speaking before I even knew what the words were. Not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity. Are you sure this is how you want it to end? What about the nunnery game? Zero? The bombs? Still don't know the truth about any of it. You leave now, we never will. Is that really what you want?
Fine.
Fi slowly let go of the lever. Whew. Look, I'm sorry about betraying you. I'm honestly not sure why I
Forget
did.
about it. This time you chose Ally and I chose Betray. I think we're even.
What are you talking about?
When did you betray her? Are you talking about round 1?
No, we aren't talking about round 1.
Just
We're...
drop it. There's no point. I doubt they'd understand even if you did tell them.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't get it.
Well, at least it seems Fi has decided to remain.
You've really changed your mind?
Yeah, I'll stick around a little longer. Like he said, I can't leave until we figured out what's going on.
The AB game will continue until someone opens the number 9 door. If someone reaches 9 and doesn't open the door, game will keep going.
Oh man, that's a relief.
Please don't scare us like that again.
Alright, new numbers, new game.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Starkey. There is the
Many times as we want, huh?
As long as you have the star keys, you can play the AB game as many times as you want.
You probably won't be allowed to play it continuously, however. There's a period of time between when the doors open and when the polling ends.
Based off the last 2 rounds,
You can repeat the game once every 45 minutes.
Oh, that's right. Didn't Zero Jr. say something about that?
As soon as the gates close, your pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Oh yeah, what are your bracelets, guys? Look, I'm a red solo.
I'm a magenta pair.
Me too.
That means we'll be a team this time. I think we'll do great.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be my partner then? I'm a cyan pair.
They do not appear to be here. I, for instance, am a yellow pair.
Huh? Wait a second. Luna and Clover are a magenta pair, Fi's a cyan pair, Kay's a yellow pair. Who the hell am I supposed to partner
The
up with?
cyan pair, I imagine.
Fi and her mysterious partner.
How do you figure that?
Sigma, what colors are added together to create cyan?
Green and blue, right?
What color would you get by adding your red to that? Exactly.
White.
So you're saying the next set of chromatic doors are going to be white?
Yes,
How do you know?
because I have seen them. After leaving the archives, we found a warehouse very similar to this. In it was
Cool.
a set of white, well, to be precise, a set of doors which radiated white light.
Oh, don't make me do this.
Yeah, I saw him too. After we were finished in the garden, we went to the same warehouse he's talking about.
You don't need to do this.
They had the same little lock thingies. I'm 100% sure they're the next chromatic doors.
What about the people back in the infirmary? Do they know about the white doors?
Yes. If we exclude Quark from their number, then I believe they do.
Wonder what colors
As
they
far
are.
as pairs go, we're missing a cyan and a yellow.
If Sigma's a red solo, then we should have a green solo and a blue solo back in the infirmary.
Well, I'm going back to the infirmary. I'm kind of worried about Alice and Quark.
I'll go too.
As will I.
Oh, that's right. Wait, guys. Something I need to tell you.
What is it?
Go on.
I meant to say something earlier, but I guess there was just so much other stuff going on. Look to Phi. She nodded back. See, the truth is...
What?
Oh no.
You found another bomb?
Where?
Yeah. I had no idea what he was talking about. In the garden.
No, that's not possible. We didn't...
Could you have missed it?
No! No way! We checked every part of that room.
There was a number on this one, too. It said 1. This is the one we found in the crew quarters. It said 3 on it.
You think there might be a third bomb out there somewhere?
I think there's a good chance.
Very well. We should split up and find this other bomb. It could be anywhere.
I agree.
But even if we do find it, what are we supposed to do?
That is a concern for later. At the moment, our primary concern should be finding it.
You can't fight an enemy you can't see, after all.
Precisely.
All right, I'll head back to the infirmary and let everybody else know.
Please.
How about we set a time to meet back here, just in case?
Cool.
The time we have left until the chromatic doors open is... Let's see.
Quite a bit, actually.
1 hour and 57 minutes.
I think approximately half of that should be enough. When we have 1 hour remaining, we should meet back at the infirmary. Acceptable?
Acceptable.
That sounds good to me.
Right. I'll tell the others too.
Good. Let's go. Going into the crew quarters. Nope, I'm going downstairs. The lounge is what I went through, not the crew quarters. Lounge. Bum, 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 bum. Where are we going? Please let me skip this. If I had only one request. Okay. Why are we in the warehouse? How long is this new path? So these are the white doors that Kay and Clover were talking about. It's one path, okay. Yeah, there's the lock thing. No question, these are chromatic doors, I guess.
So it seems.
Ah, what? When did you...
I've been here the whole time.
Sam Reich? I didn't realize we were playing Game Changer.
Oh, I guess your hearing's starting to go. How sad.
Ugh. So what do you want? Why are you stalking?
I'm not stalking you. I just followed you here.
That's pretty much the same thing. But how'd you do it? Totally silent. You
I
Batman?
already told you I'm not. Remember? Back in the AB room when we met?
Yeah, actually. You also jumped super high all the way up to the ceiling.
Right. Aren't you curious about that graffiti?
Are we finally going to talk about it? Oh yeah, that. Memento Mori, if the ninth lion ate the sun. A kid write that or what?
Why do you say that?
Well, they managed to spell ninth wrong. Who puts an E
You're
in there?
right.
And again, maybe it means something.
Do you know what it means? The Latin part.
And now, give me a little credit. Even I know what Memento Mori means. See it all over the place. As far as I know, it translates to something to be aware of death or remember your mortality. Never forget, we'll all die someday. Because it's sort of a cautionary thing.
What about the other part?
It's exactly what it says on the tin, right? Some sort of conditional about lions and suns. Anything come to
No,
mind?
nothing. Nothing at all. What about you?
Me? Well, let's see. Memento Mori, if the 9th lion ate the sun. I repeated the words over and over in my head, but nothing. Whatever they meant, it was beyond me. Perhaps Phi.
Huh?
Do you know Latin? Maybe you can figure more of it
Well,
out.
I know a little. More than most people, I guess, but I'm not an expert.
How'd you know that phrase? Elapsum semel occasionale.
Oh, that. That's from, this.
She unpinned the brooch from her chest as she spoke and held it out to me. I hesitated for a moment, then took it.
Look at the back.
Turned it over. So I guess the I is pronounced like a J in Latin, huh?
Yeah.
What is this?
A memento of my late mother. Well, I guess it's something like a memento.
What does that mean?
She died right after I was born. I was raised by foster parents, and they told me where the brooch had come from. Apparently, it was the only thing my mother had left behind.
What about your father?
Don't have one. I guess you could say I was a bastard. I never saw his face, and I don't know his name. I don't even know if he's alive.
Oh. Couldn't think of anything else to say, so I just handed her back the brooch.
That phrase got to be almost like a prayer for me. Whenever I had to make a tough decision, I'd say it to myself. Sometimes I'd just repeat it over and over like a chant. Before long, I had it memorized. Got me interested in Latin, and I started studying the language. Elapsum semel, not even Jupiter can find a lost opportunity. Sounds nice, doesn't it? But it seems kind of funny now. I mean, look at us. We've done what Jupiter can't. We can find our lost opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I followed you here.
It's nice to have someone else in it with me
Thought
this
it
time.
would be a good idea to talk to you about all this. Alone. There's
Yeah,
something
I
else
agree.
we need to do too, though.
Find the number 2 bomb.
Exactly. So we should get going. I'm pretty sure the bomb isn't in here. There's nowhere to hide it. So,
You're saying we should go somewhere
Yeah.
else?
well, come on, don't just stand there. We need to get a move on.
Without waiting for a reply, she turns and started towards one of the exits. I followed. Archives. Cool, because I know nothing about this room. Don't put me in another dead end until I do the archives, please. The archives. Good place to hide a bomb. Where the hell do we start looking?
I doubt it really matters. If it's here, we'll find it eventually.
What about that
We
Jupiter
can
stuff?
talk while we look. Now get started.
I turned to a corner of the room and began to look while Phi spoke.
I'll start with a conclusion I've come to. Our consciousnesses seem to be able to jump through time. No, sorry. Through time isn't really accurate. It's more like we move through worlds. Yes.
Worlds?
I don't mean physical planets in this case. Talking about a whole different universe, really. Parallel worlds.
What?
Do you know about the many worlds interpretation?
Well, kinda. I think I've heard it once or twice.
Oh, well, I'll just explain it. Let's say, I don't care what it is, but could you move? Scratch your head, cross your arms, put your hands on your hips? Anything?
I had no idea what this was supposed to explain, but I did it as she asked. Cross arms.
I see.
Uh-huh.
You crossed your arms just now, right? But you could have chosen to put your hands on your hips or clap. Now, maybe there are other Sigmas in other worlds who did all of those things. All of these worlds and realities are branching off from one another. The choices you could have made branched off from the moment you decided what you were going to do just now. Every moment you make a decision, another universe branches off. on and on into infinity. Each of those branches is an alternate world, a world where a version of you did something different. Haven't you ever thought about what life would have been like if you'd made different choices? What if you'd gone to this high school instead of that one? What if you hadn't started a study group? What if you hadn't told that girl you liked her? What if? What if? But are those what ifs really just what ifs? Or are there other worlds out there where you did those things?
Hell yeah.
Anyway, that's the many worlds interpretation in a nutshell. I've simplified it a lot. Doesn't have to be human actions, though. I just used your actions to make the explanation easier to grasp. The actions of a cat, the flight of a bee.
Everything. Yeah, butterfly effect. I'll let microorganisms slide, but there's no way that air is conscious of
Can you
anything.
say for sure that you are? All of
What?
your actions are caused by the cells in your brain. If we go down a little further, then you could say all of your actions are the result of atoms or electrons, or smaller particles we haven't even discovered yet. Are those atoms and electrons still you making a decision at that level? How different are you from the air? I'd say not much. Human existence is just one part of reality. Falling in love is like a tulip blossoming. A tulip blossoming is like a tornado forming in South America. See what I'm saying? The only thing that really matters is the action of the most elementary particles of matter. That's where history happens. That's where universes branch out.
Yes.
Hey, you stopped. Are you done with that shelf?
Oh, no, not
Well,
yet.
keep looking while I talk. How familiar are you with quantum physics? Never mind, don't answer that.
It's like she saw my face.
I'll try and keep it simple for you. Let's see. Hey, hand me that box, will you?
This one? Sure. I handed the box I'd been examining over to her. She set it down on the desk and opened the top.
Also... Ah, there's a stuffed lion over there. Perfect. He's part of Felidae, too.
With that, she grabbed the lion and tossed it unceremoniously into the box. She also took a weight and an ink jar and put them in next to the lion.
All right, everything's ready. Remember that book in the crew quarters? It relates
I thought
to
we
all
were
the
gonna do a
stuff I've been
Schrodinger's cat
talking
thing.
about. Anyway, come look at the box.
What about looking
This
for
will
the...
only take a minute. Now look.
I shrugged and peered into the box.
What do you see?
Well, there's the
From
stuffed
now
lion.
on, that's a cat. A living cat. This is important. Got it?
Yeah, it's a cat, yeah.
Oh, man. This again?
Sorry, I can't
I
help it.
find that hard to believe. Ugh. Maybe I can just ignore it.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
All right. What else do you see?
Oh wait, that's not even a pond. And a jar of ink.
Right. Now the weight is going to be radioactive material, and the jar of ink is full of poisonous gas.
What? I'm getting out of here.
Idiot. It's not really full of gas. This is just hypothetical. Imagine that it's full of gas. So, what's the weight?
Radioactive material.
And the jar of ink?
It's full of poison gas.
Exactly. Good work. Now, there's one other thing you need to know about the jar. If it's struck by any of the alpha particles the radioactive material emits, it'll break. These particles are emitted randomly, but there's a 50% chance that one of them will come into contact with the jar over the course of an hour. So let's close the lid. And pretend an hour has passed. Here's the question. Is the cat inside of the box alive or dead? You can't open the box to check. And you can't hit the box. Obviously, you can't shake it either. It's also been soundproofed, so the cat could be howling up a storm in there and you'd never know. Basically, you have no idea what's going on inside the box. Do you remember what happens if the alpha...
It breaks, gas fills the box, cat inhales it, death will whisk her away.
And what if the jar doesn't break?
Cat lives to tell the tale.
Haha. And what are the chances of either of those things happening?
50%.
Uh-huh. So, what's your answer? Is the cat alive or dead?
Can't possibly know.
Then guess. It's not hard. Alive or dead?
It's alive. The cat is, pause for dramatic effect, alive.
Nope, you're wrong.
It's
That's
dead?
wrong too.
What's the right answer?
The answer is that it's in a state where it is neither dead nor alive.
What? Does that make any sense? You're an idiot.
It's
Sigma.
an extrapolation of something we see at the we don't know before
I
it's
understand
measured,
how this
but
works.
as
We
soon-
don't need to do this.
That's what's happening with it, since we can't know when they were emitted or where. We only know the probability that they'll impact the jar, because we can't observe anything that's happening in the box. In other words, the box is until
Yes.
we do. Do you get it?
All
if
of this,
the cat
sure.
in the box is
Then it's both alive
right.
and dead.
So, let's open the lid. And when we do, all the possibilities will collapse into a single truth. Meow. What a relief, huh? Looks like the cat's alive.
Damn it,
Anyway, that's Schrodinger's cat. The
Yes.
many worlds interpretation is one theory for explaining that weirdness.
So there's another world out there where this cat died.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Why are you having a hard time grasping that? It's the most basic
It's
of
like
concepts.
that cat tick of yours cleared up.
Yeah. Well, your story was pretty insane.
Insane.
You don't think so? Just the idea of something being alive and dead at the same time? If the moment the lid is open determines whether or not the cat's dead, then it's almost like events in the future can determine the past. I mean, the cat doesn't die when you open the lid, so it must have already been dead.
Exactly. You've experienced it, haven't you?
What on earth are you talking
Think
about?
back. Remember round 2 of the AB game? When you chose Betray, what was my vote? But what
Ally.
happened this time?
I chose Ally, you chose Betray.
Right. And both times, I put in my vote a full minute before the deadline. When did you push the button?
Right before the deadline.
I see. Well, that makes this a little easier to explain. If you chose Betray, then my vote was Ally. If you chose Ally, then my vote was Betray. But I made my choices a whole minute before you made yours. Don't you think that's strange? You do see what I'm saying, don't you?
That my choice in the future altered your action in the
Yeah.
past.
From your perspective, there's no other way to interpret it.
Now that I thought about it, round 1 had been the same. When I chose an Ally, Alice had chosen Betray. When I chosen Betray, she'd done the opposite.
Look at this die. I found it over there. Let me give you one last...
Oh, we don't need to keep doing this. As she spoke, she tossed the die in the box, quickly shut the lid.
All right. Answer what number is the die?
Fucking 5. Not 5, is it?
Okay. I'm going to open the lid.
Hey,
Good job. You got it right.
that was just a fluke.
Was it? Let's think about what was going on before I opened the lid. What number was the die on?
5, of course.
Haven't you been paying attention? The die is... I don't think you can reasonably suggest that it was made of some different kind of matter.
Wait, so you're saying that before you opened the lid, the die was on all the numbers,
Uh-huh. That's one way to look at it, at least.
and then when you opened the lid, it was just one number.
Or it might have become that number when you declared which one it was.
Wait,
Your
what do you mean?
choice in the future has an effect on the past.
How are you not getting this, dude? It's crazy. You've seen it happen twice. You've experienced it twice.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. We got a little off topic there, but I think I made my point.
And yet, homie's still not smart enough.
Reality separates all. You and
Yes.
I seem to be, of course, our consciousnesses just sort of...
I think I get it now. That's how you knew my name, right? You jumped in from another world. That's how you knew all those other things you shouldn't have
Yeah,
known.
that's the best I can figure out, at least. Unfortunately, it seems like we don't retain all our memories when we jump. Maybe we only remember particularly important things. I'm not sure how it works. But whatever the reason, it seems to be fairly limited. And often, we don't seem to remember jumping at all. Things will just sort of pop up.
That's why when someone asks us how we all know X, all we can think of is just to say, I just knew.
Yeah.
What's causing this then? I don't remember ever doing this before, so why would it start now?
If we knew that, I don't think we'd be having so much trouble. It's just...
Just what?
Well, I'm pretty sure it has to do with why we're locked up in here. There's no way this doesn't have something to do with whatever Zero Senior's trying to do.
Smart cookie.
Why would he have left that Schrodinger's cat book in the crew quarters?
You aren't kidding, are you? Maybe this is some sort of huge Schrodinger's cat experiment. All 9 of us are locked up inside the box right now.
What if you've got it backwards? We're outside of the box, and the rest of the world is inside.
And the moment we step out of this
Yeah,
place,
we might be determining the history of the world outside.
no way. I had 1,000 other questions, but before I could open my mouth to ask them,
Oh, good.
Friend?
There you are.
Did something happen?
Yes, we found it.
found what?
Mean what? What else could we find? The bomb! The other antimatter bomb. The number 2 bomb is in the control room.
Where we were. Is this it?
Yeah.
This is one of them, all right.
And it's number 2, apparently. Well, at least we found all of them now.
There could be more. Like Kay said, there might be a number 4 bomb out there. We have no way to know.
You tell anyone else about this, Clover?
Well, not really. But I wasn't the first person to find it.
Who was?
Kay and Luna. After they found it, they came to the infirmary and told the rest of us.
Who was in the infirmary?
Everyone. Tenmyoji and Dio were there. So were Alice and Quark, of course. Although they were still asleep.
So everyone who wasn't asleep knows about the bomb. I see.
Yeah.
There's nobody else here, though. Where'd they all go?
Right after we came here to look at the bomb, they all left. They were going to go look for you two.
What about Alice and Quark?
They're the same, still sleeping. We checked them out just to be sure, but they seemed fine.
That's good. Vi and I looked at one another and let out a small sigh of relief.
Oh, right. I checked everybody's bracelets when we were in the infirmary. Did you want to know what they were?
Took her only a moment to explain. Alice was a green solo. Quark was a blue solo. Dio's bracelet made him a yellow pair. And Myoji was a cyan pair. But what are our options for
The
groups?
next set of doors to open are going to be the white doors. That means we'll have to mix our colors so that we get white.
Vi laid out what that would mean. Option A, Fi and Tenmyoji would pair with me. Kay and Dio would pair with Quark. Clover and Luna would pair with Alice.
Huh? There's only one option?
Yeah. Any other combinations don't make white.
Cool, I'm with Fi again. What about Alice and Quark? Luna said it's gonna be a while until they
We'll
wake
just
up.
have to carry them. The secondary doors won't open without 3 bracelets. And if we can't open them...
Yeah, we get penalized.
Exactly.
Don't worry about Alice. I'm on her team.
You're saying you can carry
Yeah.
her?
Well, I can get Luna to help me.
True. I'm sure she'd be happy to help.
What about Quark?
He's on Kay's team. There shouldn't be any issues there.
There's not much time left. And we still need to figure out what we're gonna do about this bomb. Alice said we should be safe as long as it's not triggered with the remote.
Maybe. But we can't just leave them here forever. I mean, if they go off, then everything in like a couple 100 kilometers is gonna get fried.
Wait, 100 kilometers? What are you talking about? Bomb should only have about as much explosive power as a ton of TNT. Which is nothing to sniff at, but that's nowhere near the kind of yield you're talking
It
about.
could be. What if these bombs are just like the detonator?
Oh, you mean there might be a bunch more anti-hydrogen around here somewhere? Yep, right there.
The reactor.
Yeah, there is supposed to only be 18 antimatter reactors in the whole world. If that's one of them, then there's a lot of anti-hydrogen.
How much is a lot?
3.5 kilograms.
3.5? Like 10,000 times more than Alice's 350.
If there really is that much, and if it does explode,
Then we would be looking at an explosion roughly 10,000 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, Clover, how did you know that?
know what?
That stuff about antimatter reactors.
Well, That's, during my training, they...
Training for what?
My job?
Oh, of course. I didn't realize waiters these days needed to memorize how many operational antimatter reactors there were worldwide, or how much fuel each one of these reactors might be storing. You don't work at a cafe, do you?
Did you hear about that from Alice? Oh.
Yeah?
Well, she's right then.
And why are you using antimatter reactors at a cafe?
That's, what we call the coffee machines.
Are you fucking with me?
I'm telling you the truth. I work at a cafe. It just might, be a kind of fake job to divert attention. I think they call it a cover.
Then what's your real job?
I'm sorry. I really can't tell you anything else.
Why not?
It's classified.
Classified by who?
Government?
The government?
That's right. Alice said it was her job to eliminate enemies of the state or something. You two do work.
Oh no! Check your bracelets. How much time do we have left?
What are you talking
How
about?
long until the doors open? Come on, quickly!
Damn, we were supposed to meet up 5 minutes ago.
I'm heading back then. Remember, we're supposed to meet at the infirmary. You guys hurry back, okay? Bye!
Bye. Hey, you haven't... Damn it. And she's gone. Fine. She's right, you know. We need to get going.
Hold on. I need to check something really quick.
What? It's not gonna show me? Oh, that's rude. It's gonna show me in a different timeline.
Oh, there you are. You're late. What were you doing?
Nothing.
When we arrived, everyone else was already back. Quark and Alice hadn't left, of course. They were both sleeping soundly, any traces of the madness we'd seen earlier long gone.
Clover told us. You've seen the bomb in the control room.
Yeah, their own eyes.
So what the hell should we do? That makes 3 bombs.
Well, we have to do something. They're bombs, for God's sake.
There's a quick and simple solution.
Really?
Remember what Alice said?
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well,
That's the password I
deactivate.
need
You
for
see
the
it?
far
Right here.
left.
There's a port. If we can find the password input device, then we can enter the password.
So, if we have the password, we can deactivate them?
Whoa, hold on a second. That's great and all, but we need that password input device she was talking about. Without that, we're still boned even if we did have the password.
Not a problem. We've resolved that issue.
Huh?
Show them.
I nodded and pulled it out of my pocket.
That was in the safe in the control room.
Exactly. We didn't have any idea what it was at first, but Phi figured it out. After Clover left, we tested it.
Turned out I was right. It fit perfectly.
Couldn't get it to do anything, though. Plugged in a couple random characters, but all we got was an error.
Still, I'm sure this is the thing Alice was talking about. We just didn't have the right password.
But why was it in the control room?
Do you think Zero Senior put it here for us?
That would suggest it was also Zero Senior who set up the bombs.
Doesn't that seem odd, though? Zero Senior wants us to play the nonary game, right? So why would he set bomb?
Maybe he wants to blow this whole place up if someone commits some crazy violation of the rules?
A fair statement.
That doesn't make sense. Our bracelets already have poison in them.
I don't think it's to kill us. I think it's to hide
If
things.
someone breaks a rule, all he has to do is activate their bracelet.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, whatever the case is, there's one thing we can be sure of. The person who set these bombs is one of us. Whether or not that person is also Zero Senior isn't particularly relevant at the moment. But what is relevant is that they know the deactivation password. If we can figure out who that person is and question them.
We can get the password and...
Exactly. That would be my quick and easy method. So fess up. Which one of you set the bombs? Not that I expect you to do that.
Who's found them all? Other than the one in the garden, which we found, Kay was always the first one.
So, we're going to be checking everyone.
Checking us?
Yes. Once they're set, the bombs are controlled by a remote. It stands to reason that whoever set them has that remote.
So you're gonna search us for it?
Yes. But no buts. If you refuse, that implicates you. Do what I say and you'll be fine, assuming you are actually innocent. Understand? No reason to wait.
Crystal clear.
Anyone want to volunteer to go first? All right. Huh?
Wait. You only need to search one person.
What?
Because I figured out who did it. And I know who did it. The words were out of my mouth before I'd even realized I was saying it.
How can you... There's no way.
Yeah. I met Fi's gate and nodded and then turned away. I know who set the bombs. That person? You did it. The room went suddenly silent. Yeah, it was Alice. Oh, fuck you. To be continued. It showed a dead end. There's more past it. Oh, go fuck yourself. Still haven't discovered the endings for any other spot either. What's the choice here? Oh, the red door, or say no and go down this path. Huh. Okay. Well, I know what we're doing next time. It won't take us that long to finish this. Realistically. It's taken us 5 streams. Okay, it might take a while. It's taken us 5 streams to do all this. But once we get through like the main bits here, the cleanup will probably be pretty quick. And then again, some of these like one slaughters here near the end are like an hour and 20 minutes long. So who knows? We'll figure it out as we go. We'll see what happens. But until then, boop, boop. There. That is it for this one. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in seconds, minutes, hours, or the entire time. I appreciate each and every single one of you. If you came for just the anime, if you came for just this, I do a bunch of stuff, so come hang out more. I would like to see it. Also, tap the things. There's a thumbs up you could do. There's a thumbs down you could do. I wouldn't like it, but you can do that. And there's a subscribe button, probably there, right there. Do that as well. Take care, everyone. I'll be back. Let's check. When will I be back? Oh, Vancouver won. Look at that. Tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. See y'all then. Take care. Bye.